What's up, everyone? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Chris. So I've got my basket of what I've warmed the past week here. Actually, this is from not the week that just passed, the week before. I was out of town all last week. In fact, I just got back earlier this evening, and I didn't have time to record this before I left. I wanted to, and I was just like, I can't. There was no way. I just could not squeeze it in before I left. So I'm going to do my best to chat about these scents from memory, because it was a crazy week. The week I was melting, I don't even think I recorded much of it in my scent journal. Yeah, it was just, I do have some Scentsy in here. The Bring Back My Bar that I chose. So I'm excited to talk about that. Yeah, in fact, I got a lot of filming to do tonight, so it's going to be a busy night, but I'm going to start with this so I can get this out and uploaded for Monday morning like I usually do. So let me go ahead, sort through everything here and get it all set up, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Sorted out here, but before we start, something I wanted to mention, and I've been meaning to talk about, and I keep forgetting every time I do a video. First of all, I want to thank everybody who takes the time to watch my videos. It means a lot to me. It really does. And I know I say that at the end of my every video, and it's not just, dialogue, because I truly mean it. When I first started this channel, it was a place for me to come and just talk about this passion that I had. And I've always enjoyed scent. I used to be a candle freak. I had hordes of candles. And then I found Scentsy. And I was like, oh, this is nice. And it was nice for me because I had a habit of forgetting to blow my candles out. And I didn't like all the soot. I just didn't. And then I became a consultant. So when I became a consultant, I started watching all these videos to absorb all the information I can get on Scentsy, because I was all into it, right? And then I thought, oh man, and I was getting all these packages, and I was enjoying all this new stuff and smells, and I had nobody to share it with. And I thought, I could probably do videos. And that's how this channel started. And I absolutely love doing my videos. I love talking about wax. And as you know, I like talking about the books I read. I like talking about my journal hauls for my journal supplies. It's just fun, because if you don't have anybody in your life, physical right here in your face-to-face life, to talk about these things, and you just, you want to share it. And so I appreciate this platform in you who have gotten me to, which brings me to the next thing, my almost 1,000 subscribers. That is a milestone for anybody who starts a YouTube channel. It is. You want to get to your 1,000. Yeah, you get monetized, but trust me, it's small channels. It's like a couple dollars a month, probably. It's nothing. This isn't for money. It is nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. It's just a milestone. So anyway, as of today, however, it changes on the daily. You go up one, down two, up another one, down one, and you just kind of hover, right? As of today, when I looked, I'm at 992 subscribers. So I'm so close. I need 8 more people. So I'm really, really hoping that I get there within the next week or two. I'm hoping. And when I do, as a thank you, I am going to do a giveaway. More details will follow on that, so keep your eyes peeled for that. So I'm really excited. And again, I want to just thank everybody who does take the time to watch my videos and give them a thumbs up, because that helps the algorithm. I have been lax in responding to comments because I have been, like I said, I got a lot of things going on right now, and I have been traveling a lot lately. So I haven't had time to respond, and I apologize for that. I do like to try to respond to everybody. I have read most of them. I just haven't had time to just write something back, because I just don't want to just write anything. I like to pretty much personalize a response back. So I haven't had the time. So I apologize if you have commented on a video and I never responded back to you, or if you asked a question, I do apologize. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. So keep your eyes out for a giveaway. And if you have any friends or family who are wax enthusiasts as well, and they are not subscribed to me, I'd appreciate if you could share my channel. That would be lovely, and I would be so grateful for that. But let's talk about wax, okay? And we're going to start with the Scentsy Bring Back My Bars, the ones that I had chosen that I thought I would like. Anyway, you know, yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I am. But that's partly why I didn't buy the bundle, the 25 bars, because nothing was really speaking to me. There were just a handful that were speaking to me, and a few of these I picked up based on friends who suggested that I should at least try it. So that's what I did. So let's get started here. We're going to start with this first one, Amber Road. And you know what I did? I'm going to pull them up on my computer. I do have my computer here, so I'm going to do that. I forgot the scent notes, because Scentsy doesn't put scent notes on their bars. I wish they would, because it would make things so much easier, right? All right, let me pull up the Scentsy website here real quickly. And I thought I had it bookmarked. I thought I did. Do I not have it bookmarked? I know I have it bookmarked. I think this is it. Yes. All right. Wax. What is going on here with the computer, guys? It's spinning on me. Oh, here we go. Wax bars. Where's the specials? Come on. I'm just looking for, there it is, Bring Back My Bar. And put them in A to Z order so they're easily found. All right, we're going to start with this first one, Amber Road. This is one that I thought I would like based on the scent notes. And let me pull those up here. Amber Road is: open a box of treasure handpicked from exotic lands to discover glowing red cedar and resinous incense. And this is in the woods. Is that the woods category? Yeah. Now, if you saw my initial video on when I did a quick sniff on these, I said it reminded me of a man's armpit. But I thought, okay, well, we'll warm it, and we'll see if I like it any better on warm. Because a lot of times that happens. You don't always like something immediately on cold, because when you warm things, they tend to, a lot of the oils, they bloom. I didn't like it on warm either. Didn't quite the man armpit kind of died down a little bit, but I still picked up a man's armpit. It was woody. I can't say that I got like the incense, or it's a very harsh wood. Like as I smell it, it's harsh. Yeah, I don't like it. It's like it irritates the inside of my nose. Like it smells dry, you know, and I don't care for it. So Amber Road is definitely a no for me. What are you gonna do, right? All right, because I'm going alphabetical here. Let me pull in this next one. So the next bar that I chose, that I thought I would like, that I was intrigued by, was Ace. There we go. Now Ace is definitely unexpected. Tangerine and lavender enrobed in dark chocolate and sweet musky amber. And why they put this in the bakery category, I have no idea. This is not bakery, my friends, at all. I don't know if that was just a misprint on their part, or if they're trying to fool people into thinking it's a bakery when it's not. Okay, on cold, I wasn't impressed. It was, well, let's warm it. On warm, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I'm having a little hard time remembering exactly what I wanted to say about it. It is a masculine scent. It is a cologne scent. There was a sweetness to it. You really did get the lavender here. I enjoyed it. I liked it well enough. I don't think I'll purchase any more, and I don't think it'll be in my club either. So, there's that. That is Ace. And, yeah. Like, it's an okay bar. If you like masculine cologne scents, it was nice. I didn't get that chocolate. I thought there'd be like a, you know, when I was very intrigued when it said, you know, enrobed in dark chocolate, in musky sweet, or what did it say? Sweet musky amber. It was good. But it wasn't like spectacular to me. Okay, then we go on to Apples and Oats. That reminds me of a kid's song. Okay, anyway, this is rich, buttery oats, caramelized apple, and warm hints of cinnamon beckoned straight from a farmhouse kitchen. And this is in the bakery category, and correctly so. This was good. It is very buttery. And it also, to me, smelled like the Quaker apples and cinnamon oatmeal, and added like a pat of butter to it. That's what this reminded me of. I did enjoy this. I'm going to say I'm probably not going to club it because my club is getting too big, the two that I have. I may, before the end of the month. See, this is where it gets tricky, because I also have a party I want to close out. But the end of the month is coming and the new catalog's going to release, and I want to get the new bars, and you know what? I just don't know. I don't know. I want to say I would like to just pick up like 6 of these. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I may just bite the bullet and just go ahead and buy a 6-pack, or 3 and 3 of something else. I don't know yet. I just don't think I'm going to club it. Or maybe I'll leave it in there. Maybe I'll put one in the club, and when it comes time to do club edits or whatever, that I may say, I'm going to scratch it. We'll see. All right. Next one here is a Central Park Pralines. Now this one I really did like very much. At least I remember liking it. pull the scent notes on this one are a decadent confection of rich roasted pecans, buttery caramel, and cinnamon sugar. I enjoyed this. This was very gourmand. It was nutty. And you got that buttery praline with that, you know, that crusted sugar on it, and I enjoyed it. I can't say I picked up caramel, because to me caramel can be very cloying and sweet, and it's sickening sweet, you know. This wasn't. This was buttery and nutty. It was good. I enjoyed Central Park pralines very much. Got a little of a hint of a cinnamon there, you know, not overly done. It was just really good perfection. I'm probably going to, what I may do is just buy a couple and throw one in the club on this. This will be like one, like, there goes my light again. See? Okay. This is one, yeah, I may like buy two of these, two of the apples and oats, and throw one in the club. That's where my mindset is right now on it, but I don't know for sure yet. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, let's move on to, again, I'm trying to keep this in order. Oh, I missed one. Oh no, this is the next one. Okay, cranberry pumpkin spice. You know, I really wasn't going to get this one because, again, cranberry pumpkin, I have a lot already. But my friend, Miss April Lee, said I should try it. So I did. This is sugary cranberry, adds a sweet kick to baked pumpkin, delightfully infused with cinnamon spice. And this is in our spice category. This was red hot cinnamon. I don't like red hot cinnamon. Oh, straight up red hot cinnamon. I melted it. It's not for me. Not only was it red hot cinnamon, I almost got like a chapstick note in here. I didn't get any pumpkin. I didn't get any cranberry. I got red hot cinnamon candies that kind of smelled like chapstick. That's my nose. That's how I interpreted it for myself. But knowing that I don't like red hot cinnamon, I didn't expect. When I first smelled it, I thought, no, I'm not going to like this. Yeah. And I do. I'm even that cold now. I am picking up a chapstick note. Yeah, this wasn't for me. Yeah, just not my kind of cinnamon. And like I said, I didn't get cranberry and I didn't get pumpkin. I got none of those scent notes. All right, next one. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Now this one here, I'm torn because I really do like this one. And I'm glad April told me to pick it up, and that is Linger. Linger is pink grapefruit, sugared apple, lavish praline, and flirty marshmallow swirl create a fragrance that says stay. I enjoyed this. I did this in my bedroom. Now on cold, I'd be like, it's okay. But when I warmed it, there was a creamy sweetness to it. Pretty perfume. You do get that little bit of a praline because there was a bit of a nuttiness, a perfumey nuttiness. I enjoyed this one. Again, may pick up a couple and throw one in my club. And then down the road, we'll see. But that was Linger, and I did enjoy it. So thank you, April, for telling me I should try that one, because that was beautiful. Okay. The next one. Now, I was going to get this one anyway because I had watched people's reviews and I thought, well, maybe. This could be a maybe and I might really like it, so I want to try it because I'll be disappointed if it was something wonderful and I didn't at least try it. And that was Marshmallow Mint. Come on. There we go. So, these scent notes. Oh, I have to pull this back up. The scent notes on Marshmallow Mint are buttermint and marshmallow make merry beneath an amber veil. No. I don't like mint. Okay. That's not a secret. I tried this because I thought, well, if it is super, super marshmallowy with just an effervescence of mint to it, I thought, maybe I'll like it. This smells like Lifesavers to me. And that's one of the reasons I don't like mint. It either smells like Lifesavers or toothpaste. Mint doesn't do anything for me. It does not excite my senses. I just, yeah, I tried it. And from time to time, I will pick up scents that have mint in it because I'm thinking, well, maybe if it's just that subtleness of mint, it'll be okay. I'm always willing to try every now and then. This one is not for me. It's way too minty and not enough of that marshmallow. I was hoping to have super uber gooey creamy marshmallows with just a little touch of hint of mint. Yeah, so that one's a no for me. And then the next one here, Pistachio Ice Cream. All right, now I have things to say about this one as well. I know, I'm being a Debbie Downer, ain't I? I'm sorry. Where are you? There you are. Pistachio Ice Cream is pistachio cream and coconut garnish vanilla meringue. You know what? I think they made a mistake when they were grouping these scents because this one says it's fruit. It's got it in the fruit. It's got the little symbol here for the fruit category. No, it's not. Yeah, they've Scentsy definitely this. I think this is just a programming error on their part because this isn't fruit at all. It's not fruit. Pistachio ice cream. It was very good. It was a nice balanced pistachio between nutty with a little cherry and almond. So it wasn't heavy cherry and it wasn't heavy. It was very nutty with that almondy cherry hint to it and creamy. You got that cream. It smelled like vanilla ice cream, you know. However, when I'm saying I got about 3.5, 4 hours, I'm being generous. This one had no longevity. I was very disappointed. I'd say I got about, at full strength, really good and yummy and just, oh yeah, I love it. I'm going to say I got about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. And after that, it just went down. So yeah, this was a disappointment for that, in that regards. So yeah, I won't be clubbing this, but I'm okay with that because I have my favorites for pistachio, and so I'm okay with it. I don't need another pistachio to love, right? So I'm good. So overall, the three that I'm thinking I'll get a 6-pack of, I'll do 2 of each of Linger, Central Park praline, and apples and oats. And then I'll put these in the club. And at a later date, I could decide if I want to pull it or, you know. So that's my thought on what I melted for Scentsy. All right, moving on. And I'm going to try to pick up the pace a little bit because we're already 20 minutes in. And I'm exhausted, not going to lie. All right, I mean, I've been driving all day. So anyway, K's Toasted Monkey Pie. You know, I like it. It's good. Is it a repeat purchase? If you see me looking around, I'm looking for my glasses. There they are. But I can read this one. This wasn't anything spectacular, special, or unique. This is a monkey bread, toasted mallow, and coconut cream pie. Basically, it was good. It was like a cinnamon bakery. You know, do I say I'm getting coconut cream pie? And not really. I got mostly like, you know, a cinnamon bakery note. It was good. I enjoyed it, and I got more left, and I'll melt it again. But it wasn't special. I mean, you know what monkey bread is, right? That's where you get the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls or something, and you make little balls out of them, and you just kind of like stuff it all in a pan, and I'm pretty sure that's what monkey bread is. And you pull it apart, you know, and you just pick at it. Basically, that's what I got. It's like just like a cinnamon pastry muffin or Danish roll, or you know what I mean. So it was good, but it won't be a repurchase because, like I said, it was it wasn't like unique and wow and yeah, that's great. It was good. So I figured I better start melting some of this because I went crazy and I bought way too much of it. And this is from last year, actually. This is Super Tarts Morning Walk. I love this blend. This could be any time of year. Morning Walk is brisk air, morning dew, fall leaves, warm amber, and dirt. This is just very outdoorsy. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily lean like a fall scent, you know, even though it's got those leaves in there. Because the morning dew adds a little bit of a, I want to use like a powdery sweetness to it. So there's a sweetness here, a freshness, pretty scent. Maybe tad aquatic with that dew. I enjoy Morning Walk, and the dirt. Don't be afraid of the dirt. The dirt note in here just gives it the authenticity of being outside. It's not like, you know, you're putting your face in a bag of potting soil. It's not like that. It just gives it that authentic outside feeling of being out in the morning on a cool morning. And I am going to use the word fall, even though I don't feel this has to be a fall scent. You know, you're going out, it's a beautiful fall morning, the sun is shining, so it's get some warmth from that, but there's still dew on the grass and the ground and the leaves. So you're pulling in a bit of that earthiness, that dirt. But yet there is a little bit of a sweet, watery floral here. But don't think flowers. I'm just saying it's just outside. It's just a pretty outside scent. I really love Morning Walk. I bought way too much. of it. But again, Chris going crazy like, oh my God, I gotta get it. That was stupid. But whatever. So this one's from last year, and now I've got 4 BAMs, which is like double this size. I got 4 of them. I don't know. Okay, next up is the Candle Nurse, and this is Strawberry Frost. Strawberry Frost is fresh strawberry slices, warm pound cake, whipped cream, creamy vanilla, smoked woods, and a hint of fresh lavender. I enjoy the scent. This is really nice. It's given a little bit of everything. I do like the strawberry in here. It's not my favorite strawberry, that macerated, fresh, yummy strawberry, but it's not so artificial that I'm annoyed by it. It's very creamy. You do get that hint of lavender, absolutely. And then there's like almost like, now it says smoked woods. Now there's no mint in here. And I'm thinking that lavender is pulling a little bit of a mint note. Ever so slightly. Remember I said, I think I'm okay with mint if it's just whispering. Okay? But I think that's the lavender. And anyway, it's just a sweet, creamy. You do get the strawberry, but it's not, you don't actually smell. You're not going to pick out, when you walk into the room, you're not going to pick it out and say, that's strawberry right there. You're just going to smell a sweet, creamy, little bit of the woods, and that hint of lavender there. It's really a very, very pretty scent. Very pretty. And that is Strawberry Frost from the Candle Nurse. Okay, so then I did some that Smell Good shop. First one up is a Coastal Cypress. Now, I don't know if I bought this one or if this was given to me. I don't remember. I can't tell if it's my writing or somebody else's. Coastal Cypress. And that is Ocean Breeze, Blonde Woods, and Oak Moss. This is your typical oceanic vibe scent. Very lovely. Love the oak moss in here. So you got that salty, sweet, watery vibe. Sweeter, sweet wood. And then you got that oak moss, that it's like a, oak moss is like a woody green note. It's very pretty. Would it be a repurchase for me? I don't know. You know, you get your favorite ocean scents, and I loved it. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'd buy it again. We'll just say that. It was good. And again, I don't know if I bought this or not. I can't tell. I don't know if it's my handwriting or if it's Suzanne's, because Suzanne gave me a bunch of, one of my YouTube viewers. We chit chat every now and then. Yes, I'm not sure. This one, definitely. This is not my handwriting. And I fell in love with this. This is going to be a repurchase for me. This is a Beach Nights and Pink Cookies. I did this in my bedroom, and I walked in there about, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half later, 2 hours later. I was like, what am I melting in here? I had to refresh my memory what I even put in there. This was so good. I mean, stellar. Stellar. So we've got roasted marshmallow, sea salt breeze, and chocolate amber. And then we've got baked cookies and pink sugar. You guys, this was on another level. This was just... The cold sniff doesn't even do it justice of what this smelled like when it was warm. You got that cookies. The cookies were there. But then you got that lovely, beautiful beach nights note, right? And this sweetness that was a little perfumey, but not overly done. It was just, this is perfection. So, so good. Now, I don't know if this was a custom blend. Oh, it is. It's a customer blend. I got it. Yeah, I need more of this. But not right now. This is something in the future that I want to request because this was so flippin' good. It was good. This was different from any Beach Nights blend that I have had. And yeah, this one I'm going to put this in my computer. I'm just going to lift the laptop case and I'm going to slip it in there because I want to make sure I remember to put notes on my spreadsheet about that because I want that. Excellent. Okay, then we did some Second and Spruce. We'll start with this one. This one's from her friend's collection. This is I'll Be There For You. And this is strawberry ice cream, orange sherbet, mango sherbet, and fresh strawberries. And it was fantastic. I did get that orange sherbet note. The strawberries were beautiful. They were fresh. There was nothing artificial to them. So this was just very juicy. That orange sherbet, really, really juicy. And the mango sorbet. The strawberry ice cream. It's funny because the sherbet notes in the fresh mango and the fresh strawberries are kind of pulled away from the ice cream note. But overall, it was fantastic. It was just a very summery, fruity, fresh fruity, with a little bit of a creaminess to it. I think it would have been better if there was a little more cream to it, but this was very refreshing on a hot day. I enjoyed it. Would I repurchase? Probably not because I'm not a huge fruit fan, but I enjoyed this. I really did. I may have to just take the rest and melt it out because, yeah, I don't like having leftovers like that. It bugs the hell out of me. It really does. I prefer, sorry, I know this is making a lot of noise, but if you like ASMR, you know, yeah, I prefer to be able to use something pretty much in one or two. And because I did this in my office here, I didn't need even half. Whereas normally in a larger room, I would have done half. Then it'd be like 2 uses. But at this rate, this is like 2, 3, probably 4 melts in this room here. Okay. Then I had a mini loaf of Winter's Lost at Sea. This was really, really nice. This is Lost at Sea, which is ocean waves, sea breeze, grassy dunes, and dark berries. And then hints of sweet fir needles. This was pretty. This was pretty. So, it was that sweet oceanic, right? But by adding those sweet fir needles, it was like, it almost gave me like, what is it? Roasted pine cones by the sea. Or there's another vendor. I'm not going to name the names. If you know, you know. It's a sea scent with roasted pine cones, and that gave me those vibes. So it was a nice yin and yang there of a beautiful sea scent, and then you threw in those little fir needles, gave it just a little bit of a wintry edge without being out of season. So this was perfect to warm. You could warm this, I'd say, any time of the year. But yeah, this is so pretty. So pretty. You definitely get the dark berries. You do pick up that sweet berry note. But the grassy dunes, it's like a sweet floral in that grassy dune. And then again, you just got the ocean vibes from the sea breeze and the salty air. This is just, yeah. I enjoyed this one very, very much. And it's Winter's Lost at Sea. Because she does do another blend of just Lost at Sea. But this one has the addition of those sweet fir needles. Fantastic. Then we did some Teddy Bees. And I finished this tub in Satie. Very much enjoyed this. Satie is Salty Sea Air, Vanilla Bean Noel, and Toasted Marshmallows. Now, I could not place, I remember melting it. I can't smell it now. This reminded me of something when I melted it, and I can't remember. I remember when it was melting thinking, God, what does this smell like? It's just, it was very creamy. I do remember a heavy creamy note. I can't say, I don't know if the Salty Sea Air really did anything. Because I was really picking up vanilla bean, that vanilla. It was a very creamy vanilla note. And I enjoyed it. This was really, really pretty. But I can't say much more about it because I really don't, my memory's not clear. I just remember it being very pretty, very creamy, a heavy creamy scent. I enjoyed it. It was good. Like I can't smell it anymore. It's empty and it's not pulling. But it was good. Would it be a repurchase for me? No, I'm not going to say, oh my God, this is one of my favorite Teddy Bees scents. No, it's not. It was good. And I'm glad it performed. Put it that way. Then I finished off this souffle of Princess Katia. This is a lovely scent. Surprised I like this because there's rose in here. This is Vanilla Birch, Beach Treats, Moroccan Rose, and Fireside Marshmallows. Now, I don't know if I really got the Fireside Marshmallows, but it's just a pretty perfumey scent. Definitely a bedroom scent. I ended up using it in my bedroom and my bathroom. And it was pretty. There was a sweetness here. Like I said, I don't know if I get Fireside Marshmallows per se because I didn't pick up a smoky note. Now, as far as the rose goes, I don't care for rose. This did not pull a heavy, harsh rose scent. It was just a very creamy, floral, perfumey So it is definitely a bedroom scent. It had good performance. It was a tad woody note. A perfumey woody note. So everything about this was very perfumey, okay? It wasn't, yeah, this is pretty. Princess Katia is very pretty. If I saw it again, I'd probably pick it up in a souffle. I don't need any more than a souffle of this, but it was nice. And then I've got, it melted a half a loaf of marshmallow cake by the ocean. I expected more out of this. It was good. I enjoyed it, but I expected to be blown away by it. This is Gooey Marshmallow Peeps, Beach Treats, Vanilla Lace, and Buttery Birthday Cake. This was very, very cakey sweet. Very sweet. I was hoping to get a little more of that vanilla lace. This is uber sweet. Okay, this is like crack sweet. I mean, it's sweet. Dense, heavy, cake. Very cakey. And I know it says marshmallow cake by the ocean. I just wanted a little bit more of the vanilla lace and maybe a little bit more of the salty sea air. This is a very, very, very sweet cake to my nose. But that being said, it performed very well. So I'm happy about that. It was just a little too sweet for my liking. All right. Last but not least, we got some Sassy Girl. We will start with West and East. Now, this one's a little bit of a surprise to me. Freshly brewed white tea, Mediterranean cedar, and Tahitian vanilla beans. I was surprised because this is the first time I've had a white tea note actually smell like tea. Normally, with a white tea note for me, I get just an essence of tea, but to my nose, white tea is more of a white floral note. This one really had a heavy tea scent, and I don't like tea. Not that I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan. Sometimes I like it. Sometimes I'm like, that's too much. I enjoyed this. This was very good, very hotel. Okay, like I felt like my house smelled fancy. It smelled crisp and elevated, like a hotel. You know, when you go into a hotel, you know, pay attention when you go to a hotel. A lot of times you don't even recognize it. All hotels, well, these decent ones anyway. I mean, I'm sure your Motel 6 doesn't, but you know, the Hiltons, the Holiday Inns, and whatnot, they pump in fragrance, and you don't even notice it half the time. But if you pay attention when you walk in, when you're checking in, pay attention to the smell. Like, take it in, because there's a scent, and that's what it's usually just a very inconspicuous. It's there, but you don't know it's like subliminal. We're going to use that. So it's there, but you're not like bathing in it. I can't explain. I wish I could get my point across here. Anyway, West and East, I really enjoyed it. It was just nice. It was just a nice scent. It was a pretty home fragrance scent. Yeah. Smelled like just like a holiday away at a hotel somewhere, a nice hotel. And I think this is a hotel scent, West and East. I just don't know which hotel. All right, then we've got Watching the Sunset. Guys, I was not a fan of this one. Milky coconut over pink passion flower, saltwater breeze, fresh bamboo, and sun-bleached wood notes. Yeah, I didn't care for this. There was just, there were notes in here that were not for me, and I don't know which ones they were. There was like it's odd. I don't know if it has to do with the bamboo or if it's this pink passion flower. I don't know what it is. There's like a funny sweet note. It's an off sweet note. It's just, I don't know. It's almost like fruit that's been sitting too long. I can't explain it. Mixed with a little bit of the wood note, and I don't care. I did not care for this blend at all. It was weird to me. To my nose, it was weird. Again, milky coconut over pink passion flower, saltwater breeze, fresh bamboo, and sun-bleached wood notes. I don't know if it's a combination of that fresh bamboo and the sun-bleached wood. I don't know. There's something off about it. I'm not sure what it is. This was not a scent for me. And that was called Watching the Sunset. And then, last but not least, Sugared Pear. Now, this is a scent. I've requested it, and I don't know why, because I've got, now I have 3 brittles left. And she did have Sugared Pears last week. It's not the same. This is entirely different. Sugared Pears is what it says. It's a fruit scent. Sugared Pear is bergamot, pistachio, pear, plum blossom, almond, cookie bakery note, caramel, praline, hazelnut, brown sugar, vanilla, chocolate, and musk. This is a beautiful scent. This is like just a sophisticated, beautiful perfume. It's got a little bit of an angel share vibe to it. But not as strong. But it's got that vibe. It does, I'm not saying it, oh, this smells like a, no, it just has that vibe, that complex. There's a complexity to all these notes. And it's just, it's a beautiful perfume. So if you see Sugared Pear, give it a try. If you like perfume scents, this is very classy. It's sweet. And there is some bakery essence here that balance out the perfume notes, like the bergamot. Yeah, it's pretty. Very, very pretty. And again, the scent notes are bergamot, pistachio, pear, plum blossom, almond, cookie bakery note, caramel, praline, hazelnut, brown sugar, vanilla, chocolate, and musk. It's really pretty. So if you happen to see Sugared Pear, give it a try. If you like a sweet perfume, I would try this one. It's one of my, I fell in love with this a long time ago. Which is why I had 4, now I got 3. Anyway, all right. Way too long, but again, that's because I had to play with my memory to try to do recall on all these scents. So, that's that. God, it feels like a forever ago that I melted that, but I'm glad to be home. so I can get back to my melting. I am going to be home this week, and I am leaving again next Sunday, and I will be gone for another week. So I'm going to be missing out on 2 weeks of melting. And if I remember, in my next melting video, I am going to go over where I'm at, because I didn't do a monthly check-in. I said, you know what, I'm not going to do that anymore. Once a month, I'll just give you a quick update in one of my melting videos of where I'm at. But I did do good last month. And in my next melting video, I'm going to try to do a quick recap of how June went. Right, yeah, June, because today's, yeah. All right, Chris needs to get some rest. I'm very tired. So, and I got one more video to do. Anyway, thank you again for watching, because it really does mean a lot. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the time you take from your lives to watch a video I've uploaded. It does mean a lot to me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. It helps my channel grow. And you all have a great day, great night, great week, weekend, whenever you happen to be watching. And we will chat again real soon. Bye.